Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Don't just read about history, experience it.
That's right. Now is your chance to do just that over at Spring Mountain State Park. It is time for the Civil War experience going down this weekend.
Alrighty, take your side. Here with all the fun details is park interpreter David Lowe as well as Jim Edwards from the Nevada Civil War History Association. Good morning, fellas.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us today because we really want to know what exactly this event is all about tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take you to the 1860s, mostly 1861. Now, a lot of people have a great interest in what it was like to be a soldier, or specifically in our history, a Civil War soldier.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard if you read about it in a book, or if I tell you all about it. It's like trying to tell you what salt tastes like if you've never tasted salt.
Right.
What we're going to do is take you out to the Spring Mountain Ranch State Park, to a beautiful venue out there. I mean, this is just, it's fantastic. And we're going to put you in the Army, give you 2 hours of basic training, then we're going to put you in a uniform. We're going to pick unit leaders out of that group of people that we train. In other words, we train you, you do the reenacting. I mean, a typical reenactment, you've got a preset plan. We don't use any of the choreography or anything like that. The way I'm dressed right now is the 4th California, which is what was actually going on out here in the West. So we do two kind of things. We blend a program. We put you back in the 1860s, put you in the uniform so you get to feel the wool, you get to feel the leather, the
really
equipment.
Experience it.
That's right. But we also do one other thing. In the afternoon, we have about a 2-hour battle. This is the ammunition. That's called a sponge bomb.
Nice.
When this gets soaked in water, it swells up a little bit. You get issued one of these at a time for the afternoon battle, and you get trained and disciplined so that you get a single shot, just like they got in the Army in those days.
They even have artillery for the sponge bomb.
We do.
Catapult cannons, fire grape
Wow,
shot.
they're making me choke.
I know.
That's right. And they also shoot the larger ones for high explosives around. So if you're out there marching around, you think you got the perfect situation, and everything's going right, all of a sudden the artillery gets called in on you, and you're in trouble.
Wow.
This is one of our long-running programs. It happens the last Saturday of every month throughout the entire year. They don't take any months off. If you guys haven't ever done this, it's really a lot of fun to watch and even more fun to take part in.
And if you see the video that David took of when we had the last school program out there, we had 4 regiments of troops, 2 Union, 2 Confederate, in uniform. We used the Army of the Potomac standards back there. They had the actual full uniform from the waist up. And I mean, it's a lot. There you go. It's a lot of fun out there. You see these guys actually doing the maneuvers, and we have artillery. There's the
action.
There it is. There are those things.
But when you're hit with a sponge bomb, now some of these guys have lost their discipline, which is a common problem in the Army when you got troops that were trained. And remember, this is actually historically correct. Yeah. Because the troops,
It just goes down. Right?
when you're hit with a sponge bomb, we know you're a casualty.
Do you get more than one life in this event once you go down?
We take them to the hospital for a little while, then we recycle them back into either the same unit or form a new unit.
So the footage that you just saw is actually of a school group. Now we can do a program of that size if enough people show up on Saturday, so everyone please show up on Saturday so we can do a big program like that. But we also do those for school groups. I actually just posted a note for teachers on our Facebook page with all the information that they need in order to get one of those programs going for the students. They could do hundreds of students at one time.
Because there's nothing like hands-on experience to understand a certain point in history, right? Because history, I mean, for me growing up, it was always like, I just dreaded it. Like, it's so boring. But then as I got older, like, no, you need that in order to understand what's happening in the world today. Because history repeats itself, sort of thing. So
it does many times. In the leadership experience, remember, we draft sergeants and corporals, and even the officers. A lot of times the teachers and teachers' aides become the captains and the colonels and the generals. We actually had 2 brigades out there, a brigade on each side. So we had a general on each side that was the brigade commander.
Nice.
But the sergeants and all the unit leaders, we train them all, and then we draw the leadership from that group. So everything is like it was in history, where the units were formed from scratch.
The kids come away with more than just like a water fight under their belts. They come away with a pretty interesting understanding.
We could get more in depth in this history. I would love to learn more. So again, it's tomorrow, what time?
10 to 2 o'clock.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Details, there's the contact information. But I know the event, like you mentioned, and thanks, guys, for coming on this morning.
We're
10
also
to
working
2.
on the women's program too.
Ooh.
Talk about what happened to the women during the Civil War out here in the West.
Interesting. So women
Sorry.
aren't able to participate in this?
Definitely
are.
can.
They are.
Oh,
Okay.
all of them.
I was going to say,
Sorry. Yeah.
experience the Civil War for yourself at Spring Mountain Ranch State Park tomorrow starting at 10 in the morning, and bring lots of friends, men, women, kids, all of you come out and participate, because it's just $7 per car to get in. For more information, just head to the website or call the number you see right there on your screen.